Go greetings. Tommy Jane here. My the the what do they call that? The snapshot for the stream. I'm looking like my grandma all annoyed. That's the best they're gonna get today is annoyed. I took my meds earlier, which consists of 6 milligrams of estradiol, 100 milligrams of spironolactone, 100 milligrams of progesterone, and 5 milligrams of finasteride. To that, we add a vitamin D supplement, a multivitamin supplement, and on high stress days like today, we pop a couple of valerian capsules. Um, there are some rules that when I'm coming on my fifth transgender birthday on April Fool's Day. I'll be 5 trans years old. And in that 5 years, I haven't changed much. I'm being me. I'm being what I always have been, but I'm not trying to pretend that I'm a guy. That's all. I'm not trying to claim to be anything more than a trans feminine male, and I prefer people to relate to me as female, and most people don't have a problem with that. Most people don't even need any explanation. All I got to do is say, please, I'm not a guy. Don't call me sir. And they don't. And somehow most people apologize. A lot of people apologize for getting it wrong in the first place. For a transgender person to accuse another transgender person of being fake, of being a transgender with absolutely nothing to go on except bullshit the person's been told by a bunch of trolls. And she can't even see me. She doesn't listen to anybody. She's a total bully. No, this is the same as with Feline Dark Mage and with Destiny Price. These are Trustums. My story is like classic gender dysphoria. I didn't know I wasn't a girl until they told me I had to be a boy. We're getting ready for my sister's first birthday party. And I thought I was getting my cousin's pink dress handed down to me and my hair curled. And instead, I got a buzz cut in a silly little sailor suit. And I had to play along or I'd get beat up. So I played along as best I could. My face and body were always way too feminine, and I always took shit for that, no matter how I was behaving or how my hair was cut or anything. And for people to try and impugn my reputation by calling me a fake, that's on them. Small-minded people talk about other people. These people are going out of their way to destroy my life, and I refuse to let it happen. I totally rolled with the punch of getting thrown out of the gem show and came out of the gem show way ahead in stone, and with enough cash to make it through the end of the month, no problem. And I've got beautiful inventory. I'm getting a lot of compliments and money for my horn playing. Ariana and I are working on a CD to release soon, very soon. It'll only be $5. $5 for a hard copy. Well, you're going to need to give me $5 more to mail it to you, but I'll be selling them for $5 on the street. And $5 online to download from Bandcamp. You can download from Bandcamp now. Probably should turn on live chat so I can see what people are saying, if they're saying anything. I'm not going to talk to her except across a bar. I don't care who she is, what she does. I haven't even listened to the whole video, and I won't until I talk to a lawyer about it. That's where that's at. I'm not going to. I deny everything. No, it has nothing to do with that. They're the cowards. They're the ones hiding behind the internet connection, the safety that offers them, just like you. I'm not even going to listen to it. I'm not going to, I categorically deny all the accusations people make against those people are making against me. I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a dog fucker. I'm not a transgender. So go fuck yourselves, all of you. I'm not gonna engage it. Right. Whatever. Prove it. I can prove what I'm saying. And I'm not going to stand and argue with idiots who are just, you're just all a bunch of fucking idiots. And I'm not going to engage you. Goodbye. Have a nice day. See if there's anybody causing problems on the forum. And I'll engage the idiots where I want to engage the idiots. I have to make that. I need to ban a few names real quick. People are signing up as Sabrina. Let's go to members. Member groups, post email members, ban members, reserve names. There it is. Okay, that'll stop that shit. People logging in as me. See what's going on Twitter, because I'm totally not paying any attention to trolls. Completely not gonna engage trolls.
There's two things. Number one.
I'm on some of the smoke. Just rounding up the troops right now. Um, um, they're going off on Venezuela. I haven't listened to the video. I refuse until I hear from a lawyer. It's like this woman is I don't know what she calls herself or what she thinks she is. Um, she is nearly deaf and totally blind. So, and she's judging me on the basis of a few moments interaction and a whole lot of programming from the Kiwi farmers. These are Truscums. For people who don't know what a Truscum is, let me go get the proper definition. No, and I'm not gonna let myself get all triggered by such irrational attacks against me. There are 5 doctors. My psychiatrist is totally fascinated by my story because it's like everything she had read in the textbook to expect. Truscum are people who think dysphoria is an essential component of being trans, and anyone who doesn't experience it is fake, appropriating transness, a transtrender, etc. They very often exclude non-binary and agendered people as well. Social justice warrior. Truscum have reclaimed the term Truscum. I think they're proud to call themselves Truscums. I don't know. But the bottom line is they want to pathologize. They want to pathologize. They want to pathologize the transgender condition and define it within a very narrow scope of the people who have gender dysphoria to such a degree that they cannot tolerate the presence of their penis or their vaginas and have to have something surgically done about it. But the fact is, the majority of transgender people just cope with it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just coping with what I am and having fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I'm getting into some like really cool conversations with straight cis people about the transgender condition. They're understanding what it is better through me. Say what you want about me. I'm doing good things for the community, and there's a lot of people who are going to most likely not stand silent on this one. I already know some are reacting. I don't know if they're going to comment publicly, but they're sure reporting that video. I got somebody. So what kind of comments do we have here? And my name's Tommy. It's not Thomas. Is that Tom or Tommy? I mean Tom or Thomas. Tommy's here. I was talking to a friend about dealing with the responding to the video. I'm not going to respond to it any more than what I'm saying here. I'm just spreading it around, asking people for their comments. So do we have anybody that I want to talk to? Shalom, Lewis. I don't know. I really don't know and don't care. I have a policy of just blocking and ignoring mean and stupid people and engaging the kind and creative ones. It's just I'm not gonna. This is what I've been all my life. I just, for most of it, I had to wear a beard to hide what I am, or to make an excuse for it, cover it up, or whatever. I don't know, but it's safe. It's safe for me to be what I am now. So I am openly being what I am, and 99% of the world accepts me as I am, or totally ignores me. And there's just this tiny, tiny little fragment of deviant dudes. um, it's just constant projections of self-loathing and jealousy on people. So I think I'm going to just play a little bit. Let's just let the people just be weird. Grace, my name is not Tom. Anybody calling me Tom is going to be pretty much ignored, and certainly never get a real friendly response. um, my chatter, if you look at my friends and followers, thank you out on the wire. If you look at my friends and followers at Twitter and Facebook, and probably most of them here, uh, no, you didn't. You're just an idiot. Um, if you look at my friends and followers, Twitter and Facebook for sure, most of them are artists and educators. A lot of them married. Any of them with kids. The kids are grown. Some of them have grandkids that might be an object of you pedophiles. But stop projecting that shit on me. No, Josh Moon is a pedophile. Sneasel is a pedophile. Duck Sauce, the Goop Choi, whatever the fuck his name is, those are pedophiles. I'm gonna really enjoy watching all of this crumble. All you despicable low lives. Three 31 subscribers, huh? And most of them are Michelle. Yeah. Uh, well, first we'll just block you, and we'll deal with reporting your ass later. Hmm. Won't let me block people either. How about that? How about that? Neither have I. I am not a child molester. The young lady was no child, and she wasn't molested. Anybody calling me Thomas or Tom is going to be ignored. If we have nothing but idiots in the chat, I'm going to let it run for a while, let the idiots expose themselves, and then report it all. Why should I give up on my life? I've got a very vibrant, dynamic life with a lot of friends, real friends, on the internet and on the real, in the real world. Oh, Grace is the one. I'm not paying any attention. I don't know who's wanting to hate on me and who's hating on somebody else at this point. I'm trying to divert some friends over here, see who I see if I can get some backup here for myself. I need to bug. I probably should bug Joe and Kenny, and get them in here and do some. Yeah. Facebook Live. Okay, what am I doing? Why am I here? Oh, that and Kenny, and do I even have Kenny on here? Shit. How do I message him? Hmm. Is anybody saying anything to me? Hello, love and light. Good morning. I prefer people who are nice to each other around here. I don't know what you do on other people's channels. No, I'm not interested in talking about socialism. Um, you want to talk about National Socialism? We'll talk about industrial fascism? Okay. Um, I'm a fair trade capitalist who believes in a certain amount of social democracy, that the wealthy should be fairly taxed, and they should support a lot of that tax on the wealthy should support a lot of health care and housing and shit like that, and food for the poor. And that's where I'm at, and that's really about all I've got to say about that. My name's not Tom. You're not calling. I'm not going to talk to you. You're toxic. I'm not gonna engage toxic people. No, my name is Tommy. Tell me what you'd like to talk about. We'll talk about it right here. I'm not going to take a call from an aggressive person who's going to try and bait me or yell at me. Fuck that shit. Like go do it on Michelle's channel. She likes it. I know, and I am doing everything I can. And well, not can. I'm not doing. I'm taking steps to eliminate smoking tobacco from my life. This is weed, and I should take steps to do that and start using edibles. Yeah, there's a sister circle tonight I need to check on. Um, no, I'm calling a friend of mine. Uh, I'm not taking any calls from anybody until I know what they're calling me about. What do you want to talk to me about?
Please leave your message for.
Hey, I'm home, and I'd sure like to see you guys. No, I don't want to discuss socialism. It's not a topic of interest to me. Hi. Um, your presence would be real welcome. Oh, now I could use some hugs. Happy day. Bye bye. Um, no, it's not a topic of interest for me. I'm patriotic to the U.S. Constitution. I like it just the way it is. I want to see the rich taxed. I want to see the rich taxed uh, fairly, so that that money can go to support infrastructure support for the poor. That's as socialist as I'm willing to talk. A totally socialist, state-owned shit. No, fuck that. I believe in private ownership, but I believe in stewardship. But I believe in fair trade. So we need to be environmentally aware and conscious and respectful of cultural impact of various industries and endeavors of the human society. And socialism has never really done any better at it and been much fairer to the people than I don't know what Martin you are. Martin Cheney is dead. Um, oh, you guys are talking to each other. You're not even talking to me. Oh, jeez, just a bunch of fucking idiots talking nonsense to each other. And you know what? I, I'm not going to debate myself, except across the bar. I didn't even listen to that bullshit yet. And I really don't care about her opinions about socialism. I care about the false things she said about me. Black key works. See if I can do anything with it. Let's get the camera up so it can see my head. While the trolls fight with each other. At least they're not yelling at me. They're just fighting with each other. Maybe one of my fans will show up. One of my real fans or one of the administrators. Oh yeah, I was gonna email Joe. Where's my Hotmail? My name's not Thomas. It's Tommy. Please stop calling me Thomas. Thank you for the compliment, but don't call me Thomas. It's not my name. Thank you. Anybody who is calling me Tom or Thomas or referring to me as he is disrespecting me and can't expect me to be like real pleasant back at them. But I'm not going to get angry with any of you. I'm old enough to be a grandmother. And I've been in prayer all my life. You're accusing me of bullshit that's just like totally absurd to sane people. There's people already reporting Michelle's video. I have a good reputation that you're not going to tarnish because you can't, because I'm a good person. I'm like very talented and very astute, and we're broad knowledge base and make wise judgment about things. And I have a lot of friends who are on a par with me or greater. If you look at my I don't associate with derelicts. I associate with artists and educators. There's a lot of PhDs in my friends list. Excuse the fuck out of me. I'm not going to stoop to y'all's level at all, ever again. That's called atonal, 12-tone composition. And no, I can't play the Bulgarian Rhapsody. Give you more trouble up on top than I'd like to deal with. The reed needs a little help. Well, you have a good. Okay, go ahead here. Love and life. If you can give it your best shot. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to take. I'm really not going to deal with like people yelling at me. Yes, please. Or just Tommy. Or they works. You know, I'm just not a him. Anybody who's relating to me as male is just being intentionally disrespectful. I got nice boobs, huh? Excuse me. And I got a pretty face when I'm smiling, and they always want to make me angry. I ain't going to do it. I'm a smiley old girl. Okay, I'm a trans feminine man. Sue me. No, I'm sorry. I'm taking the bullshit no more. Yeah, I know. I like this shirt. Good afternoon, John. How do you say that, Tommy? Um, you know, I'm not here to like fight with people. I don't want to fight with people. I was blessed with a lot of blessings in my life. I've benefited from contacts with people. Just some amazing people have come through my life, and I don't want to fight with people about like what's wrong with anything. I'm offering solutions. First, learn to love yourself and each other, and that starts with just smile and being polite and respectful. My name's Tommy. I like to be referred to as she or her. Who are you? And what's your pleasure? What's it, Allison Thomas? I'm fine with what I am and where I am and where I'm going. And anybody doesn't think that that's a blessing, well, hey, that's your opinion. And let's see what this Allison Thomas person is. Well, there's about 800 of them. Do you have a particular one? An actress on the Benny Hill show? A photographer? There's an Allison Thomas story by Allison Thomas at YouTube. Who is this? Is this a trans person? Authentic cures for body, mind, and spirit.
I've been on this journey for self-mastery and conquering the mind for probably intensely for the last 5 years. But I've always been very in tune with who I wanted to be and always trying to discover my higher self or the best version of myself.
Well, good for you, young lady. I've been doing that all my life. That's lovely stuff. Not this one selling self-help stuff. Prophet Allison Thomas. This is not the one. Is this not the right one? No, I've been well guided by the spirit world all my life. I have had a hard time staying on this planet when I was little. I'm zoned out everywhere. And I'm pretty confident that no mistake I ever made on this world is great enough to harm the position of my spirit in the eternal world with my eternal family. Nothing anybody can say to me about anything that they think I may or may not have done in the past, or what they think about things I've said about myself, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. The hand of God is on my heart, keeps it beating, and the hand of the mother keeps my feet to the ground. I'm stuck here. I'm well tuned to the True and Enduring channel. Yes. If you can look at some of the things that are going on in the world and condone it, condone the hatred, condone the bigotry, condone the violence, condone the murder, mass murder of children, you need your moral compass recalibrated, if not completely replaced. So we're looking for the Prophet Allison Thomas. We have, okay, we have Jezebel Allison Thomas, Joy Abundantly, False Prophet, and then you got Allison Thomas, Show Me the So What. Why are the metrics so important? What's this all about? ACCA. This is with ACCA. I don't think this is.
My name is Allison Thomas.
Yeah, she's a financial counselor. I don't think that's the one we're looking for. Which one? Why don't you give me a link? I have always known the higher senses. I'm extremely empathic, and my powers of telepathy are pretty clear. And I don't know. I was less than 8 years old when I my religious training started when I was about 4. And the way Dr. Binstock taught us, he taught us how to hook into God. And I hooked into God, and the mother introduced herself to me, and the spirits introduced themselves to me, and my ancestors are with me, and people I know from this side that have passed over are with me. And hey, I think I'm pretty well tuned into the cosmic consciousness. I don't know what else to say without sounding totally ridiculous. I've had some formal teaching in energy balancing. I talk about it in terms of the biomagnetic field, aligning, balancing, and cleansing the interfaces between the physical body and the ethereal body. Your reflex pathways, things you know to be true that you need to respond to a certain way, and so forth. It is when you're saying something that's really right, you'll feel goosebumps come out. The Father just senses warmth through your heart when you say something right, or you hear somebody say something right. There'll be goosebumps. The Christians call it indwelling of the Holy Spirit. When sometimes it'll come from your heart when the Father's giving it, and from your feet when the Mother is giving it. Please play what? Oh, the link. Let me see what it is. Yeah, no, it's like more power to her. These are things I've known for many years. And I have my own pathway, and I'm not going to buy into her shit. That looks like something she's peddling. No, thanks. Really, seriously. I'm 64 years old, guys. The cough you hear is chronic upper respiratory issues with dust and pollen and smoke. Is what that is. That's all of it. You can, someone with COPD. I hope so. I have no way to deal with trolls. My controls are totally like non-existent. I press the button and nothing happens. I don't know. It'd be nice if they were getting told to stood down. It might be getting told to back off. That I'm getting hammered by people that are following orders from above, and they might have been told to back off. I don't know. I just can't let it bother me anymore. I just no. I'm not going to go there. I'm almost 5 trans years old. I'm responding like a baby to these fools, and I'm being stupid for doing that. The two-spirit nature is something I think I because I was denied when I was a child to be myself and be female. I had to develop a male persona. I had no choice in that. That's why I tell people, just please don't even bring out Tom. Ah, I see. Oh, cool. You know, it's because my male persona, my male aspect is entirely what was forced on me to how to respond to life around me as best I could, being conceived perceived as a male. And you know, in my old age, now that I can be myself, Tom's real like intolerant and impatient, and Tom's real dangerous, always has been. Um, well, I don't want to. I can't speak to that at all. I won't. Um, I, uh, I just can't. It would be improper and possibly prejudice any rulings and the complaints I brought against her or some of the other transsexual people associated with kiwi farms that are uh, trying to paint me as a fake transgender person. Um, Again, I can't comment because there is this legal issue. I will not speak about her in public at all. I only have one soul. I'm Tommy. I'm Tommy Jane. Tommy Jane Tudor. This is me. This is what I've always been. It's what I always will be. Um, I'm a multidisciplined artist. I like to play music because I love to, and I cut stone and carve stone, cut and carve stone, cut cabochons and make carvings, stone carvings, because for the money. And I write because I have a death wish, or you know, my prayer all my life has been, you know, I don't even want to go into masturbation because it's something that had became part of my prayer was heal me, heal the world. Um, well, thank you. I am. I am. I'm comfortable with myself. People who come in contact with me are comfortable with me. I'm making new friends all the time. Uh, and haters are showing themselves to be mean and stupid, hateful creatures that other people that see me for what I am aren't taking seriously. Do I have schmutz on my nose? I think I got schmutz on my nose. My hands are only clean after I've been in a bathtub soaking. That's just the way things are when you work with stones. Um, this is what it's hard. It's always been hard for me to pin my. Well, it never was hard for me. You know, up until the time I decided I'm gonna live authentically. Um, I'd always envisioned myself um, with a man and my children. Um, and then somehow between now and then, I would be healed of this like anomaly down there. Since I've come out, well, and when I became sexually active, it was like I was not going to have sex with somebody who also had a penis, no matter what. It just not it's not something I can see myself doing. Um, the closest I ever came to that was once with hermaphrodite. Everybody was that was a hermaphrodite musician. Everybody was getting it on with, and she'd give me head, and kind of like in the middle of it, she's like, "Okay, look, I'm not charging you for this, so the least you can do is get me off." So I masturbated her as the closest I've ever had to sex with somebody with a penis. Um, since I came out, I'm batting 0 for 4, but I managed to get the maneuver one of the trans guys into bed, and I had a couple of lovely sessions with him before he decided he couldn't handle me at all. His health wasn't up to it. He's got serious spinal issues, congenital spinal issues he was dealing with. No, my testicles and scrotum were mutilated. That's what was. I had internal testicles that they descended and left the nerve endings in all the wrong places. I have pretty normal stuff right now, as far as male junk goes. And I don't really want to talk about how I masturbate right now. I'm not in that kind of mood. Thanks. Thanks. But basically, I see myself today as a woman with a penis looking for a man with a vagina. And I'll settle for Jenny Kastner. God bless her. Tell her I love her. You know, I'm a peace, love, and music hippie. I'm educated by a prominent anti-Zionist rabbi, one of the founders of the American Council on Judaism. Oh, cool. I can't see. Thanks for coming, Rachel. Cool. We got one of Jenny's students here. One of Jenny's apprentices. These people are trying to tell the world that I have absolutely no friends. Nobody ever comes to stick up for me when they're in my shit. And they're all. I don't want to get too like gibberish. You know, I'm totally unfocused today by this latest like broadside at me. The rarest stone I've worked with, I don't know. Most of the stones that come through my hands are pretty common. Yeah, I haven't had anything tremendously rare. Probably the rarest thing I have right now are more like variations on things. The rarest thing in my possession right at this moment is a tabular ruby from Burma that's called something called a floater. Yeah. I mean, even Mario didn't have anything all that rare in his best specimens this year. I deal mostly in high demand stones and stones that people specifically want and need for healing. Yeah, right. I know. And this is a transgender person. This is, go look up Truscum, Truscum. It's, you know, the internal stresses in the LGBT, across the LGBT spectrum. There's so much lateral hostility and relational bullying. You know, my most earnest detractors online seem to be these Truscums. I mean, they've been stalking me from kiwi farms for months, for years, 3 years now. So did you listen to the whole thing? I haven't even played it past the first 30 seconds. As soon as I heard what she was talking about, I turned it off, figuring I better save it for somebody in authority to hear it first, or knowledgeable about authority. I probably need to find an attorney that will just drop some paper for me. Spending cooking at Twitter. Someone completing Zionists with Jews again. Yeah, thanks, Rachel. I know I don't. I sit here and take it as much as I can and try to ignore it. Um, uh, yeah, I've been down to Bisbee and I have a few specimens that we collected there. I have some stuff from Pima, Payson. I mean, from Pima, northern Pima County, from Payson. Some Safford things around. I got a bunch of stuff, local stuff. I haven't dug that much, but I have people bring stuff to me. And I have some really nice, nice chrysocolla, malachite, and azurite from Peru right now. That I don't have a whole lot. I mean, I have some high quality material that I cut already. I don't have any rough. I have one piece of rough. The really killer shit. One piece of rough. Let me see if I can put my hands on it quickly. There. Like that. Might as well bring the big crystals and rough specimens to the camera. That's what I really want to be doing here. Not catering to trolls and their deviant mentality. Let them keep that shit on their own channels. Well, that's probably better, a much better idea. Another container for these. Okay. Now I got a lot of good big stuff. As far as Arizona, Gem Silica, this is the best piece I have. I'm asking $300 for it. I probably should get some water too. And I probably should make sure the steel is handy. There's that. I had it out. I'll bring this stuff over there too. Um, where is the scale? This one I had that scale out. I know I'm going to the small scale. I don't see that now either. Over here. These guys need to move. So does that. And that and that. And this and this and this. So basically that was the plan for Tuesday, was to kind of get my act in order. This is the table kind of where I work on stone. I'll be showing the stone here. Oop, oop. Here's this is the gem silica. You see that real sky blue area clear? It's got big veins of it all through it. I'm asking 300 on that stone. This is from the Inspiration Mine. And then I've got some cabochons I cut from it that I'll do for as little as $5. But there's a few that I won't let go for less than 100. Anybody want to see any stone? Just holler about a particular stone you might want to see. This is Chrysocolla azurite from this is Chrysocolla azurite from Peru. I'm doing, like, you want to buy it, no select, buy the whole thing by the pound. It'd be about $40 a pound. Piece like this is shit. Where's my scale? At select is 80. You want it all, it's $40 a pound. Selecting is $80 a pound. I think a piece like this is going to come out, that's about 35 cents a gram maybe. This is not going to be more than $10 or $12 for something like this. So I guess, for my this year's growth, my growth in my new gender role, or my true gender role, So I hid. I'm not becoming something. I'm reviewing myself. I'm growing into myself, what I suppressed when I was young. What are we woeing about? You want to see some woe? Here's a woe. Yeah, kind of like a butterfly. They made me be what I wasn't. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if we can get the light on this. This guy, oh, yep, you can see it. You see the lighter green in there? This is Nephrite Jade from Wyoming. That lighter green color is extremely rare from Wyoming. This is a wild piece. This piece, I think it's 80 grams. At $1 a gram, that's $80, but I'm told it's worth even more. I do have some lower grade, although one of the pieces does show some really nice color, kind of a blue cast to it, a slightly blue color. This one, this is more typical, darker with some black. That's pretty typical with some black. That's got some black. This one has a little bit of the lighter green in it. And I don't need to get $1 a gram for it. And take it all, except the big one, take all the small ones at 40 cents a gram. This was passed on to me. I really don't want to sell it. I would take a trade though. I would take a trade on this. It's a jade massage tool, a roller, massage roller. The stone I'm pushing this year because people need it. You know, if you want a stone for healing yourself, making yourself a better person, here they are. This is rutile included quartz crystals. Well, it's both crystals and shards. Rutile is titanium dioxide, and it's believed to be useful for your spirit to use in tuning its power of discernment. Here's a really sweet one. This is a really, really, really sweet energy crystal. It's 3 of them. It's a 3 crystal cluster, and let me see if it's healed here, where it broke out from. It broke out from the matrix in here, right here, and it's all healed, all the way around. It broke off the matrix. This is where it was on the matrix. It was right here, and it broke out, and it's been floating since. Don't be silly. I don't even think people are crazy enough to stick crystals that are shaped well to do it. No, dude. People like you, when I have controls, are going to get bounced. Just, and if I can't get controls here, I'll find them somewhere else. Oh, no, it's a massager. If you want to use it in your sex play, that's your business. I suppose you could, like, insert that, no problem, and feel pretty good. And whatever, wherever you insert it. But I'm pushing rutile quartz because it's thought to be useful in tuning your powers of discernment, knowing right from wrong. And oh, let's see what's cooking. There's 3 comments on my. Oh, Rachel, thanks for. Oh, we have a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you ordered for Domino's Pizza?
Say again, please.
Did you make an order for Domino's Pizza? You ordered for Domino's Pizza?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, because somebody did the number for the Domino's and ordered pizza.
Well, that was a prank. I didn't do that.
Oh, right. Sorry about this.
That's okay. I'm sorry to have people that are mean and stupid bother your business.
Oh, right. Oh, okay, sorry.
Happy day,
All right, later.
assholes. Of course, why would a pizzeria call me on a restricted line? That was probably an asshole pretending to be the pizzeria. I must really. Astral communing. Sugilite and Moldavite. Lapis lazuli is for opening your third eye. Amethyst is for overall protection. Selenite is a nice softer energy for working with a transceiver crystal to connect you better than quartz. It's going to be moon energy. What else? I don't know. I never really got myself all that heavily invested in the knowledge base because it's right there for me to look up. We can look up any of it real quick. Astral communing. Let's see what the Google says. There are just a few that I know. Like Tiger Eye, for instance, is like real helpful for mental orderliness. And like the blue tiger eye is a sorcerer's stone. Astral traveling crystals, blue calcite, iolite, ametrine, I have some of that. Black tourmaline, I have plenty of that. Labradorite, I have plenty of that. Clear quartz, I have plenty of that. And it says clear or phantom quartz. And my biggest crystals are nice little white phantoms. Right. What did I do with them? I thought I brought the biggest. Oh, here they are. Biggest crystals are all white phantoms. We got some fat tourmalines. Where I just saw them a minute ago. I should put that stuff out in here where it's used better. That's the tourmalines over here, yeah. Fat ones. A couple of big fat tourmalines. Big fat black tourmalines right here. These guys are like normally $1 a gram, but I don't have to do it for that. Especially if you're going to buy a lot. If you're gonna make a decent purchase, you can figure I'm going to keystone the price I state. This is the one we want to have here full of water. This is stones that I'm going to be cutting on in here. I didn't get as much fire agate as I was hoping, but I got a fair pot of new stones and a lot of green. Plenty of green in the new stones. I sold almost all my labradorite yesterday, or Sunday. Well, here's the white phantoms. Sold one of these too. This is the best one. It's the smallest one, but it's the best one. Right here. Let me get back so I can see what on my monitor. Oh, I don't care. My phone number is public knowledge. You know, I'm trying to do business here, and you know, and I'm also trying to build a case. So I'm not worried about it. But thanks for your concern, Rachel. Is it Rachel? Rachella? How do I say your name? Rachella to you. You know, I'm trying to sell crystals here. You know, I'm trying to sell stone. And music. You know, here's go buy one of Ariana's albums at Bandcamp. You know, we're out to save the world and from itself. No, you want to talk about the 2020 election? I don't care. You know, who wants to talk about the Democratic candidates? I don't know anything about any of them and don't really have an opinion yet. All I know is I'm hoping that Trump and Pence both get impeached before the end of their term. But definitely here we'll put on some old Ariana. Let's see, Ariana Sykes. Okay, we're gonna go for a demo from 05. We're gonna put on some old stuff from her. The digital albums are available for $5 download or to listen to for free. Go ahead, caller. You're live.
Go ahead, caller. You're live.
Turn your volume down. Hello, who's there? Bye. So anyway, let's get start out where this is the Ariana Sykes demos of 2005. It starts with Drones of Love Blues.
An ancient country pumpkin picks up long-lost picture books. Naive breed and practice lies. He opens it and looks inside the pictures. Call out life to him. He turns to see.
I don't hate wealthy people. Wealthy people are my patrons. I hate greedy wealthy people. Happy day, Rachel. I saw that. Thank you. Well, thank you out on the water. I'll pay royalties I'll pay commissions on all your sales of it. I'll give you $1 back on every one that you move. Yeah. Buy it in bulk and I'll sell it for $4. Oh, Rich is here.
There's a place in the sand.
Let's turn this down a little bit. I want to see what Rich has got to say for himself over this latest bullshit. No, he's the one that brought her to me in the first place. He's talking about producing my CD and yada 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 yada, pulling my chain. So what you got to say for yourself, Rich? You want to tell us what you think of me and how angry I am and agitated, what I need to do for myself? Hmm. Yeah, well, she did. And what the hell is wrong with people who put people down like that? These people are trying to destroy my life based on suppositions that they've made that aren't any of them true. I'm just sick and tired of I've worked hard to cultivate good friends and relations on the internet. You got nice things to say about you're gonna be kind to everybody around. What's wrong with people who make fun of anybody? Thanks for stopping by, Tommy. Happy day. Hope to see you again.
The country twang within my head. Finding luscious countryside, the road trip into bed.
I'll see what's cooking to Twitter.
Man got by the cool star. It's like they left it yesterday. She won't be back no more.
The usual shit.
We danced out at the club all night, drank a bunch of gin. Lie down on the dusty floor, I kissed his toothless friend. Naked dreaming, soft down of blood. Hands tied behind me, it was a beautiful moment. Then he asked me for a picture, so I smiled and turned myself inside him, around him, again and again and again and again and again, just like a snake, just like a snake. Daddy, no! Jackson's lonely wife, abusive face behind her. Looks at me, her crucifix, curses God and whisper and cries forever, never knowing how ecstatic we must feel. Even though I would never heal. Even though I would never heal. Even though I would never heal. La 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 la. Music flashing and every tale about the jolt of love. Divine and pretty seductresses concerning from above. I told you I was one of them, and you know I'd kill again. But I guess I just never told you when. I guess I just never told you when. But I guess I just never told you when. La 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 la.
Okay. I jumped somebody for conflating Zionists with Jews. And said not all Jews are Zionists, and there are a whole lot more Zionist Christians than Zionist Jews. And someone named David, who is an Earth Unification activist, wow, thanks for watching out for us, hero. And I told him, you're welcome, but don't thank me, I just follow orders. Thank Mr. and Mrs. God for not allowing me to get myself killed by industrial fascists before now. My ancestors wrote those books, and the Zionists defile. My rabbi was one of the founders of the ACJNA, which is the American Council on Judaism. Historic opposition to Zionism from American Reform Jews, HEC, Hebrew Union College, Jewish Institute of Religion Jews. I got a new Twitter policy, no engagement. Come on, no baiting each other. You know, people, quit fucking fighting in front of in my channel. They're all cancer. But I managed, we're living beings. We're all living beings, and it's real easy to find people that well, I don't want to know. Are you asking me that question, little minx? I am a transgender person. Come on, just stop, please. Here, get a room. I'm kind of bold. I'm an intersex person. I have, my stuff was messed with and they pushed it in the wrong direction. I have a female personality and a male junk. And my presentation's pretty agender, gender neutral. But I really don't like being treated like a male. I had to put up with that too much in my life. Let me, live my life as a cranky old woman. But I'm not really cranky very much. I'm intersex. I'm kind of both. Okay. But there are only two. You can be there. There's more than two. There's more than two genders. There's only two sexes, but there are more than two genders, because sex and gender don't always mix the same way. A significant portion of the population is physically and emotionally better suited for the transgender role, and at least 2% of people are so seriously cross-wired between their sex and gender that medical intervention is required for them to be able to even live in their own skin. I'm sort of one of those people. I had psychiatric issues all my life when I was forced to be male, and now I'm not having those psychiatric issues. Yeah, please, like, just don't bully anybody on my channel, please. Now I'm my backstory is my shrink is loves it just because it's just like is everything she was told to expect from the textbook. This is your classic Benjamin syndrome. It's amazing. And I'm loving life right now. I mean, they're not making it easy for me, but overall, you know, I'm much more comfortable with myself. My arts are strong. I'm making good impressions on my peers and client base and people. You know, I got some idiots. No, genitals do not determine the gender. The genitals determine sex. Gender is something that arises in the brain, and I'm not going to debate this with you because I'm not going to debate this with any of you. You know, I'll shut this down. You're on ignore, and I guess I need to hopefully get one of the mods to show up and get rid of people like you. You know, I'm not going to get played by any of you. I'm not. I'm just not going to play into like any meanness. Gender is a spectrum. You can only be one of two sexes, but you don't have to be the same gender as your sex. That is not like biologically proper. The natural situation is that there's a spectrum of gender expression. Fucking load. Shit, there's too much playing. I wonder why that didn't show as a link. Well, that's doing that. Let's go here. Not there. Come on. Oh shit. There we go. Okay. That's taken care of. Skynet, just try not, just try to ignore her. It's HP small format desktop with about it's a business desktop. Yeah, just don't engage these people. Oh, Skynet is the main troll. Well, there is no head troll. So you want to talk about Kiwi Farm Skynet? No, Out on the Wire has been straight with me so far. I see nobody else here I really trust. I know it's bad for me. I'm not a he. It's like, anybody who's referring to me as Tom, Thomas, or he is like throwing a flag instantly. You know, the polite world is appalled at how the Kiwi farmers are going out of their way to. I'm not a him, Rich. If you're talking to me, I don't know what you're talking about. Who is OOTW? Yeah, you guys who are always in her chat are going to be like, as soon as I get some controls, you're going to be banned from mine. Well, I'm not a him, and I'm not going to entertain anybody who's out on the wire. You can vouch for him. Gotcha. Well, like I said, he's been straight with me, and you sort of. Y'all brought her to me, and I don't need that shit in my life. Michelle violated the community standards by making such a video at all about another person and naming them this way. Hopefully Joe is going to be along in a minute. These alt-right millennial mental midgets at Kiwi Farms are just like, the only thing protecting them from prison or getting curb stomped is their anonymity. They get out, the worst thing that can happen to them is any of them get outed. I've got Josh Moon's phone number if anybody wants it. Let's give him a call. I missed the call. Let's see who that was from. I had my ringtone muted. Let's see what if I've restored it. I don't want to take any calls from blocked numbers, and that was all it was calling. So I just muted it. Okay, we got the sound back on for the phone. Mm-mm. Where do I have Joshua's number? Probably in my messages. Yeah, you did. This one's less dangerous. One gets short. That one's dangerous on a short one. I think it's about time for hash hooter and a nap. This is what we're coming on to. I just invited Josh to call. Anybody wants his phone number needs to DM me for it. I'm not going to give it out in public. This dude asked for it. Where is he? There he is. Okay. Fuck is. I don't know what bocce is. This is nuts. This is just nuts. Wacky backy. No, I don't deal in that. No. Um, You noticed mental illness in chat. Hi, Heisenberg. How are you today? We're about to discuss something with somebody at Twitter. Let me give you the background on it. Started with Issa Amro, a Palestinian person. Breaking, Nico Peled, son of a famous Israeli general, has joined the Human Rights Monitoring and Protection Team in Hebron. We've had to fill in since TIPH was expelled from Hebron. Issa is a Hebron native, and there's a picture of him with Nico flashing a peace sign. And here's someone named Israel Rosenberg coming in. This started on the 17th. Nico Peled is nothing short of a traitor to his people. As a result, he cannot be trusted to offer anything constructive in any of these matters. His joining you is an insult to everyone concerned. The traitor, and my response to this guy, the traitors to the nation of Israel are you fascist terrorists in your fraudulent Jewish state. Zionism is not Judaism. It is National Socialism for gullible Jews. It is completely anathema to the principles of the Hebrew faith. Jews like Nico, true to the covenant, reject. Your call. If you think being a traitor to and filled with hate for your own nation is part of the covenant, then you are welcome to your opinion. I feel sorry for you that you think that way. Can you tell me how this nation you say is mine conforms to Torah law? I'm a Native American Hebrew Israelite, faithful to the Torah and loyal to the U.S. Constitution. The Zionist project in occupied Palestine conforms to neither. Please tell me more of your background. Do you trace yourself to Jewish stock? And what do you know of the Hebrew prophets and their description of the redemption of Israel? How about Ezekiel's vision of the dry bones, chapter 37? I would need to study it a little more before speaking intelligently off the cuff without any scripture. I'm with the ground crew. Assemble 144,000 people who can tune up and follow my lead, and I'll land the shuttle on the crowd. I'm an intersex person born to Clan Kohen for Clan Gershom, Moses and Aaron's sons. I was one of the last students of Louis Finstock, a founder of the ACNA.org, ACJNA.org, the Hebrew Union College, Jewish Institute of Religion, anti-Zionist group chartered in 1942 by Elmer Berger, and studied with a nephew of the Lubavitcher Rebbe's. And he's saying, I hear you, not a bad position to take. But if you can, take a look at the famous vision of the dry bones of the prophet Ezekiel, verses 1 to 14. We can talk about this. And that's what I'm going to do, is get that up for me to read. And we're going to talk about it. So that's what I'm going to go get, is Ezekiel 1:1 from a site called Mechon Mamre, I think it's pronounced. Bible and Mishnah Torah for all. The Jewish version. In the name of the Lord, the everlasting God, Genesis 21 and 33. Here you'll find the Hebrew Bible, Tanakh, and the Rambam's complete restatement of the oral law of Mishnah Torah. Together, these give God's full guidance for both Jews and Gentiles in all times and places, detailing what God expects us to do and not to do. Don't do to anybody else anything you wouldn't want done to yourself. What is so hard about that? Oh, looky here. Bird of prey here. Nail that. Grace is the troublemaker. Grace is a problem. Thank you, Joe. Let me get back. I was going to read this and see if you got a minute, and then we'll go get. I need to download all shit, and I got distracted from that too. I could have sworn I was logging into TeamViewer. There it is. Wants to show notifications. I don't want to see your fucking notifications. I don't want to see your pop-up advertising. We just want to download for free personal use. Okay. Downloading now. If the download didn't start, yeah, it's downloading. Now back to Macon Mamre. We want Ezekiel 1. Hello. Search. Okay, the book of Ezekiel starts out with a vision he had of something that most people think that was a spaceship. So this is Ezekiel 1. Who's here? I can't. I have no controls, Rachel. I can't make you a moderator. Joe, can you do that? Are you able to make Rachel a moderator? She's a friend of a friend that my friend dispatched to help out because of what's going on. I gotta save that. The Ezekiel thing for later. I'm going to set up the TeamViewer as long as you're available, Joe. I'm going to go for that. Let me close down a bunch of shit. Okay, we don't need that. It's downloaded. I don't need that. I don't need that. Definitely don't need that. That. I know how to do it. My controls are shot. Make Rachel out on the wire is cool. They're probably most of them are all trolls. The only one I know who's not a troll is Rachel. Skynet and out on the wire, as long as they're behaving themselves, leave it alone. I'll let you know. Rachel is a friend of a friend, and if you can make her a moderator, please do that. I think I already sent something, or Rachel wouldn't have shown up. Okay, what's this? This is probably something I've already done. Let's just close that. Okay, gotcha. There's no way for me to do anything on this channel, and or complain or anything. I don't, they've got me totally fucked over. You want to harass each other? Go get a room. No, I have a purpose here. I'm an artist, and I'm the founder of an arts cooperative, and we're all about peace, love, and that's what I'm here for. peddling my stones and my music and pushing our political positions and our religious positions. And if you can't discuss it, I don't need to see any details. Come on, finish. Oh, it's please wait. And that's where it's at. You want to see Stone? I got Stone here to show. You want to hear me play music? I got music to show, to play. You want to talk about religion and politics? We can talk about religion and politics. I'm not going to talk about anybody's personal problems. Mine, their personal problems with me, their personal problems with each other. I don't want to see it here. Where'd Joe go? He's multitasking. I'm sure he'll be back. He's around. Oh, Rachel, I'm not a he, please. I am not a he. I'm Tommy Jane. I'm an intersex person and prefer people relate to me as female. Oh, Joe. Okay. He's multitasking. He's not around right this minute, but he'll be back, I'm sure. Okay, I don't know what, I have no idea at this point. Okay, Joe, I have the team viewer registrations screen up. I'd have no controls. If the buttons were working, you would have been a mod long time ago. I have the I'm not sure what to do with it from this point on. I'm looking at the team viewer screen. Why don't you call me on the phone, and I'll shut down the stream so we can focus on this. You're also calling me him, man. Please do not refer to me as him. I sent you a Google Hangout invite. Let me see what's going on. There we go. Okay. So you got a Beagle these days? Let's see. I don't know if it can start a. Oh yeah, it can, because I was. Calling you now. I don't know if the machine can muster the resources to do this. Nope, there it goes. Okay. I got a Hangout up here. Let's see what happens if I. Join Hangout. Invite people. You're in the hangout. There's an invitation to the hangout. There's an active call. Can I hear who? Turn it up. I can't see you. I can hear that, but just barely. It's very, very low volume. Let me see if I got more speaker. I had my speakers turned down. Talk again. Speak. Well, he'll be back and say something in sometime, unless that I killed it somehow. Oh, there it is. It's still happening. Are you talking? Because now I can't hear you at all.
Sorry, I muted my microphone.
Oh, there
Can
you
hear me
go.
now?
Oh yeah, and I had my speakers down low.
Okay, good.
Okay, so we're happening.
Okay, did you shut off the YouTube?
Not yet. I'm gonna go do
Okay,
that.
then just in the Hangout chat, type in your TeamViewer ID, copy and paste it, because you don't want to say that on YouTube.
Okay. I can.
Your partner ID, and then
I don't
your
know.
4-digit or 6-digit password.
Well, I don't know what my partner ID is. I'm looking at a screen that says your ID and a number and then a password. And then it's, am I supposed to put my partner ID? It says control remote computer.
Right, no, you want to give me your ID.
I see. So I just send that to you?
Send me that first.
Okay.
In the chat, in the Hangout chat.
Got it.
And then I will need that 6-character password.
Got it.
You should be able to copy and paste.
Oh, not a problem. It's already, one of them's already there. Here comes the other one. They're both there now.
Let's see.
I'll put
I
it.
don't usually.
It's in the call. It's in the call chat. I'll send it to the.
You are in this call. Is it where I said test, waiting for call?
No, I'm going to put it there now.
Yeah, but if you could put it there, because that's what I can see.
No, you're in a call, but I can't see you. I can only hear you. I can't see anything saying that you're there.
Well, I have my camera covered.
Uh-huh.
I don't really use it. Hold on.
So what do we
Now you should see the dog.
I should see the dog?
You should see a dog face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a beagle.
Yes.
Is that your dog?
Well, not mine specifically. It's just a beagle. I have a beagle.
Uh-huh. Right on. How old?
3.
Well, it's only for a short time. Cool. What am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing right now?
Can you see where it says test one?
Now I remember. Here we go. There's the ID.
Perfect.
And here's the password. So, if I want to work with Ariana remote, we can do this.
Right. You give her your ID and your password.
Or vice versa.
Well, if she gives you hers, then you connect to her computer.
Right. Yeah, well definitely. Thanks for show me how to do this.
No problem. Let's make sure it works.
Now I should see what's going to happen. You're going to have control of my mouse, or there's going to be another mouse in here.
It will move your mouse, and you'll see everything I'm doing.
Okay.
So
let me.
Okay, it's connecting now. It takes a minute. Okay, so now I can hear myself. So let me.
Yeah, you need to mute something.
Let me figure out how to mute your volume.
That sounded like sonar.
Okay, open the page to the admin control panel for your forum.
Open the admin control panel. Okay. We're in the admin control panel. I just went and reserved some names because I was getting tired of deleting Sabrina, Tommy Wasserbergs, and shit like that. Yeah, forum cleanup tool would be a good idea. I think we only have a couple of questionable members right now, and they haven't said anything. They might just be lurking, I don't know.
This is my first time with this software, so I'm just taking a minute to see what's going on.
Knock yourself out. Let's see if anybody's. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. You're on my screen, and I'm going to override your thing. Let's see if I can get it to you again. I'm sorry. I haven't made you administrator yet. I need to do that because you won't be able to do much as a moderator, I found out.
Yeah, that's what my first thing I was going to try to do.
Here. That we figured out how to do. I need to go to members. Let's find. Oh shit! I want to go to members. I want to get out of here. I want to go back to the home and go to members. This is how you do that. Open the profile. Go to edit profile. Go to staff options. Manage groups. Shit. Come on. Try that again. Edit profile. Manage social staff options. Manage groups. Add you to this group. Add this member to group. Whoops. No. Okay, you're an administrator. Knock yourself out. I'm going to go take a break.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll be able to hear you from where I'm taking a break. I want to have a little bite to eat real quick. So what do you got going there, Joe?
I was trying to check out your forum list.
Kenny, I'm not sure how he did it that one, did popular music, or how I did the two in general. I'm not sure how that happened, but I wanted to have like shits and giggles for jokes and stuff, and politics for politics, religion, that was what I wanted.
Well, basically, we delete the categories and remake them.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll show you how to make some.
Okay. So are there any categories you think we should have that I don't have included there? Have like a flea market, craft fair. What's I want to. And is it going to be possible to put a shopping cart onto that category.
I don't believe this forum software has shopping carts.
Do you know how to do the Facebook shopping cart?
I've never used it before.
You got any suggestions on where we should have a real things catalog sales? How we should do that? So far, it's just been occasionally at eBay. I'll put things up, and I'll get sales off of posts from various places. You know, when I'm posting pictures of the stones, is all I really got. And I've got a lot of friends that I want to be able to represent out there too.
I would have said Etsy, but you don't seem to like it, so I'm not sure. eBay's not bad.
Well, eBay's hard to get a decent price. Etsy, there's just it. I don't know what to say about Etsy. Nobody I know has ever like really done very well there. And posting to it, making the listings was too much of a hassle. And
have you ever tried Fiverr.com?
who? IBER?
FIVER, yes, .com.
SIBER. I'll check it out when we're done. Yeah, they're funny about deletions. Yeah.
Okay, now, do you want like shits and giggles and stuff under general?
We could put actually yeah, and actually we should take LGBTQ out. You know, popular music, I just want to make a distinction between the popular music and music produced by our members. And I want to have a forum for people to sell their stuff.
So member music?
Okay, that'll work. So let's create new category. Got it.
I assume you wanted below popular music.
Okay.
Do you want general on top?
Yeah. Yeah. And moderators on all the way to the bottom. Yeah, we could keep everything in general, just new categories in general, and one more, new boards under general, and one more category for the real things made by real people.
Gotcha. Okay. And basically, I'm just dragging and dropping, where I want the categories to be.
Yeah, we put everything out. We'll just keep the music separate from discussion, and keep sales separate from discussion, and have all the discussion under general.
So real thing by real people is a category?
Well, what do you think we should call it? This is the flea market section. This is where comes the art market.
Yeah, we could make the category art market, and then we could make the forum under it or board under it called Real Things by Real People.
Sounds good.
Whatever.
That'll work. That sounds real good. Thank you. Yeah, it's time for make a hash worm for a hooter. How are we holding out with bud? Just a few grams of that and plenty of big fat roaches. So we're good for another 3 days on that. Super, just superior. Very good. I think I can get the rest of them under general.
Okay, and you see, like where I just pressed to create a new board, you go to the category, you press that icon, and you create the new board. So I'll do this one, and you'll see how it's done.
So do one under general so I can see what's happening. Or you're gonna do member music. Oh, okay.
You want to type in a description?
Okay.
I mean, it's optional. It's up to you.
Yeah, I got it. Here we go.
I'm just checking out what options are here, but it looks like you're done. I'll be done in a second.
Yeah, the default settings are okay for the most part that I've seen. Do you know how to push the board on Bear Index?
Bear Index?
On the forums index.
I've not heard how, but I'm sure the more people that come to it, the more it'll get.
Right. I probably should just like plug into the different forum discussion groups and see what's happening.
Yeah, push it on your YouTube, on the other forums, on Facebook.
Right.
And you definitely draw an audience, so you should have no problem getting people here.
Yeah, I do draw an audience. and most of them are really nice people. And, you're not the only right-winger that I interact with, like, on a friendly basis. So I welcome disagreement as long as people can do it politely without getting personal. It's a big world. There's 7 billion people in it. Nobody's, you can't expect people to see things the same way. And just as long as as long as people can be polite about the disagreement, this is how human society grows.
I agree.
But these are good. You know, I'm going to do something to like get a grip on the trolls on my channel. You know, I don't know how you know, I don't have any freaking control at all. You know, I press that the three dot button and nothing happens.
I don't know if you want to edit that description, but when we're done with this one, I can look at your YouTube and see if I can figure anything out.
Make that funny memes.
That's good. That's good.
Well, I declared somewhere else that there would be no meme wars, and you know, give them a place to post. You know, on one board, you know, remember back then in like 2009 to 2011, when Thoughts was rolling around, and you and Adam Howard and them were juggling, trying to connect.
I posted on Thoughts like once.
Right? Yeah.
I hated Thoughts.
Yeah, well, you were posted on Socially Uncensored there, and you had kind of made some kind of connection between your board and theirs, and that's how I ended up getting stuck on yours. Was they got me posted there, and then blocked me from Socially Uncensored.
That's right. Adam got you to JUOT.
Yeah, and I don't remember which board it was or where I was, but there was a mosh pit. There was a forum specifically for fighting it out. What do you
want one of those? Because that only brings
that invites
trolls.
Yeah, that invites bullshit. We'll leave it to shits and giggles. You know, we'll tell people just go take it there if you want to get stupid.
Okay, so I just brought it down. So, want me to look at your YouTube now?
Okay, let's see what's happening there. Let's go to the stream. Did I make a Facebook for Gus? Yes, the group is. I'll get the link. I made that group for her. Pete. How are you? How do you know Jenny?
I'll be right back, Tommy. Give me a minute.
Okay. Yeah, you know, this channel just has been. Oh, oh no, we don't want to close that session down. He's just taking a break. Here we go. I really need to close stuff down. I got too much stuff open. I made that page. This one. I'm the one that put the page together. And then there's something else. Oh, there's another page that somebody's got me on. I don't have. I don't know what the link is to that right off. Something about, I forget. Something about supporting Jenny. It's not letting me put it in there. Nope, not letting me put it in there. Let's see if it'll let me put it in over here.
YouTube blocked some URLs they don't like.
This is a group name at Facebook. Yeah, it won't let me upload the. It's called Justice for Lil Peep.
Paste it in one more time, Tommy, and don't hit enter.
I'm doing it on. I'm not doing it on the live stream page, as you can see. No, I'm not. I'm not. I didn't know there was a Justice for Little Peep on Twitter. I better go take a look at that. Jenny's got a problem with people like exploiting him. I created the Justice for Lil Peep group at Facebook. For those of you who don't know who Lil Peep is, or Jenny Kastner is the widow of Peter Kastner, who was one of few political satirists of the left that lived through the McCarthy and was to eat, feed his family. And Jenny has been nothing but a political activist, educator, and mother, housewife and mother. Okay, well, yeah, here he is. Only here to spread the truth. It's a fan page. Yeah, it's a fan page. That's not me, though. I just made the group for Jenny and backed away. You know, I went after the cops a little bit, but it was seems the Tucson Police Department's dirty, in bed with the drug dealers. I'm not gonna do anything. Let's get rid of that. 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 We don't need to get rid of that. That's where those are. Okay. Where do you want me to go, Joe? Or are we done? Oh. Anyway, Lil Peep, boy, Jenny was worried about him. Was within a month or two of him out on tour, and he died right around the corner from me. I was going to go to that show that night, and it got canceled. Goth White Click, I don't know. I know the nature of the business is cold blooded, and social climbers and the wannabe stars will just step all over each other. So I never wanted anything to do with it. I walked out on my only professional recording contract because it was too weird. Well, I guess I'll just blow a little bit while Joe tries to figure out what's wrong with my controls. Just holler. They just the circumstances surrounding his death were just so pitiful. The behavior of the people around him when he died and after he died, that was just pitiful. Just awful things those people were about. I need to play a little bit. Okay. He's got it back on this screen. So I'm not Justice for Little People on Twitter. Met after three Gus shows. So cool. Yeah, she's such a sweetheart. She's real hard on idiots, but if she loves you, she's gonna watch out for you. You wouldn't be here if she didn't love me. I was shot in 1987 around the corner from where she and Peter were living in Venice. and they're the ones that got me medical help when I got shot. So what do you think, Joe?
I'm not sure with YouTube. I think we'll have to try it when you're offline sometime.
Well, I don't
Because
know.
the next thing I would do would knock you off.
Okay. You wanted to refresh the page.
Yeah, I just cleared the cache. Basically, it refreshed the page.
I saw that. I don't know. I really don't know, man. I'm just so frustrated with the social networks at this point, and the advantages that they give to haters.
Well, that's not a uncommon. Lots of people are complaining about the same thing.
No, I know. You know, I've been watching this since 1999. I was right up in the middle of the browser wars of the early 2000s. You know, here I am, an indie content producer who's not really, you know, I'm adept at using the equipment. I don't know about all the ins and outs of hacking and all that shit. I never did, never will. And I was literally in a crossfire, and you know, the pirates were just in my shit, and the major networks were in my shit, and they were destroying my motherboards by putting too much demand on them. I'd be getting, you know, they just cook them by constantly querying them. And you know, I was getting messages from the modem all the time about there being excessive line voltage. And I'm telling you, man, something hit my graphic adapter on the motherboard, and what it dumped to ground snapped the neighborhood breaker. That is a fact, Jack, unless there was a lightning strike at exactly the same moment.
Well, I can tell you that the media sites, the Hollywood sites, they hate YouTube. They do not like that independent people can reach audiences. And they're working hard in the EU right now, basically to outlaw independent YouTubers and other sites, because they're in competition and they're losing. So they're gonna, on terms of copyright bullshit, and it looks like it's gonna pass.
That's in the EU, though. The First Amendment gets in the way of a lot of things like that here.
Well, here we're safe for a while,
Yeah,
but they're not.
yeah, well, keep an eye on that anti-BDS law. You know, there's already 26 states where the government workers have to sign a loyalty oath to Israel, and there's 13 more states where it's pending, and they got something federal that passed the Senate, and now the House is working on it. And this is the main reason that they're trying to discredit all the Muslim women and other women of color that are speaking out against Israel, is that they want to push these laws through, and they don't want any resistance.
Speaking of Israel, I see they're launching a lander going to the moon this week.
Well, that's news to me. You got a link to it?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
Cool.
I put it in YouTube chat.
Cool. I'll get it later, probably. Oh, we don't need to be looking at this screen. We're done doing anything, right? Fox News.
I know. You're gonna hate it, but it's
No,
still
I laugh at it. You know, have you ever
just
seen?
happened to get the little.
Have you ever seen my group at Facebook propaganda and disinformation?
No.
Well, you know, I'm a lot more like basically historic moon landing mission. Oh sure, the Bereshit. Unmanned. They're going to launch it from Mars. Non-Monday. The launch is scheduled. Holy mackerel! That's this week. The 8:45 on Thursday. One into the moon in 2008. Japan crashed one into the moon in 2009. Bereshit will also be the first private mission to reach Earth's natural satellite. Yeehaw. Spacecraft was born out of X-Prize competition to land on an unmanned probe on the moon. $30 million of the competition was scrapped with no winner last year after the organizers said none of the finalists would make the March 31st 20 moon launch.
It's like end of the history of the world, part 1. Mel Brooks. You seen?
No, I never did. What are we talking? Oh, where did I get shot? I got shot in Venice Beach, and I was hit like in between in between these two ribs, and then it bounced off of this right here, crossed and lodged in my back in an adipose pad in my back. It nicked my spleen along the way. They packed that. They cut me open and closed everything up and packed my spleen, and I'm working fine. My insides are working fine. My only 2 health issues are gender dysphoria, which are being managed by a regimen of hormone replacement therapy that's putting the right chemicals in my body for what my brain is producing, and I have upper respiratory allergy problems that I deal with Flonase, which is kind of a steroid. And Benadryl when it's really bad, but it's not really. And I got a little inhaler of menthol, camphor, and eucalyptus. Next, I got a pretty serious issue with I had smashed my face in 1999. And it was rebuilt, and there's plates in my jaw, and the one on this side comes up through the gum and it gets infected, and it needs to come out. And I'm going to need to have some cataract surgery this year. And the body's getting a little old, but there's medicine will take care of that. My hair is growing back a little bit from the finasteride. I wanted this is Transformation Tuesday. I wanted to talk about living authentically. I wanted to read.
Okay, Tony, I'm gonna disconnect.
Okay, Joe, let me.
Another time when you got time, we'll fix your YouTube or try.
Okay. Yeah. But I want to talk to you about that. Thank you so much, Joe. Do I just?
You're welcome. Take care.
Happy day, man. See you later. Yeah, I wanted to reach out to people who are queer and questioning, that are closeted and wondering, and it's a little time for a little bit of pep talk. It's we just went through the holiday season, and they just went, a lot of people just went through Valentine's Day alone, and here we are facing the last of winter, and this was a thank you for playing fair. I like that. Thank you. And okay. I'm not going to buy a license yet, though. But I might. No, I don't want to follow you on social media either. Okay. Yeah, so who's here and who's here? Say hello if you're here. If you and the call line is open. I'm not going to answer any blocked numbers unless I know who's calling. Ask me if it's okay if I'll pick up, if you call right now, and I'll pick up, and if I say yes, you can call, and if I say no, I won't pick up. So, how much I want to take of this? If there's nothing going on, and nobody really talk to. Oh wow, too cool, Rachel. I should take a look at that video, huh? So is anybody still here that's speaking? I should take a look at the video, see how many downvotes it has. My friend dispatched her whole gang of Lil Peep followers to go and downvote that video. It's had 102 views. 11 by 5. I told you I'm not answering any restricted lines. Not answering any blocked numbers unless I know who's calling. So I'm just kind of at my desk right now, and I don't know how long I feel like staying. Because I'm blocked at Facebook. Nothing really goes on much anywhere else but there on Twitter. And let's see what's happening in Twitter. Twitter's just the same old shit. Because they block. I'm not answering any calls unless I know who's calling. No. I'm not answering any calls. Is that you, Israel? I'll take your call. Maybe I'll take the call just for fun. See what it is. Go ahead, caller. Somebody projecting. I'm just Tommy. Most people see me as a real nice and useful person, and people want to try and crucify me for things that happened 36 years ago, or just making fools of themselves. Let's see, it's the same shit, different day here. Oh, geez, and Shoban is Yeah. You know, they're trying to tell the Zionists, you're just trying to distract from the most important fact that there was peace in the Middle East until Zionist terrorists moved in and stole land and committed genocide. Before the illegal Zionist regime of Israel, Jews, Muslims, and Christians lived happily together. They did. And there was hundreds of massacres before Zionism. Prior to the Balfour Declaration, this is my answer, attacks against Jews living under Muslim rule were far fewer, further between, with less casualties than Jews experienced under European lords. All the great medieval sages, Caro, Mendoza, Rashi, Rambam, and Ramban, lived under Ottoman rule. No, these people try to tell me I'm anti-Semitic. Who is my friend? Which one? I have lots of friends. Joe D was here to help me with some administration with the YouTube. A friend of a friend, it's a friend of Jenny Kastner's. Greyhawk, the native fellow. I don't know. I got a lot of friends. I'm to. Okay, where is this? Come on, where's my notifications? All of them. Straight out to heaven and established the earth. So this here, anyways, so this isn't a friend, Israel Rosenberg. He's just somebody I encountered and at Twitter in the discussion about the Middle East. So anyway, this guy wants to talk about, and what's chapter 37? I think this is something about dry bones. This is something about a dry bones prophecy. Chapter 1 is about a close encounter. And this is Ezekiel recounting a prophetic vision. The hand of the Lord came upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, and that was full of bones. And he made me pass by them round about, and lo, they were exceedingly many on the surface of the valley, and lo, they were exceedingly dry. Then he said to me, Son of man, can these bones become alive? And I answered, O Lord God, you alone know. He said to me, prophesy over these bones and say to them, O dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. So says the Lord God to these bones, behold, I will cause spirit to enter into you, and you shall live. And I will lay sinews upon you, and I will make flesh grow over you, and cover you with skin, and put breath into you, and you will live. And you will then know that I'm the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and there arose a noise when I prophesied. Behold, a commotion, and the bones came together, bone to its bone. So the Lord did a miracle there. And I looked, and lo, sinews were upon them, and flesh came upon them, and skin covered them from above, but there was still no spirit in them. They're golems. Then he said to me, prophecy to the spirit, prophecy, O son of man, and say to the spirit, so says the Lord God, from four sides come, O spirit, and breathe into these slain ones that they may live. And I prophesied as he had commanded me, and the spirit came into them, and they lived and stood on their feet, a very great army, exceedingly so. Then he said to me, son of man, these bones are all the house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones have become dried up, our hope is lost, we are clean cut off to ourselves. Therefore prophesy and say to them, so says the Lord God, lo, I open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves as my people, and bring you home to the land of Israel. I don't trust that translation. At all. That's not what it says here. Israel is mentioned, but not Haaretz. Then you shall know that I'm the Lord when I open your graves and lead you up out of your graves as my people. This is the dead that are going to be brought to life. This is that prophecy. That's all this is. It ain't over till the dead lady sings. My vision has been pretty clear for a long time on what the last day, what my spirit hopes to see on the last day. We live in an infinitely varied system that's under control of far greater consciousness than our own bodies can access. Que sera, sera. And we just have to live by what we understand to be right and be kind to each other and the environment. And that's all. That's all that's expected of us, is just to not treat others in any way that we wouldn't want to be treated ourselves. That's all that we're asked to do. So I ran a bunch of people off with the Bible reading. I've been at this 3.5 hours. I think the haters were hoping I was going to do certain things that I am just simply not going to do. Israel, are you still here? Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Because I really am getting bored with this. I think I might want to go lay down for a while. Not much going on in Twitter except the usual shit. Not usually. Yeah, it's all the usual shit. Israel hasn't said anything, so I'm out of here. Thanks for coming. Happy day. Bye.